Now, boys and girls, here is our notebook, and we are going to copy today the jobs that we learned today that go here. But before that, I wanted us to look at this again, all right? And we had said that Ejea is a town because it's medium-sized, right? It's not big like Zaragoza, and it's not small like Santa Anastasia, Valareña, Pinsoro, Erla, okay? And we had looked at some places in the town, like at the town hall. Who works at the town hall? The mayor. The mayor works at the town hall. And the police officer works at the police station. Very good. The librarian works at the library. The doctor and the nurse work at the clinic and the hospital. The postal worker or the mail carrier work at the post office, right? They get the mail from the mailbox. The bus driver drives the bus, and the bus goes to the bus station. And the firefighter works at the fire station. So today, now that we've just talked about the workers, you are going to help me, and you are going to do this in your notebook. Remember that the other day we wrote down these places. We wrote school, park, playground, bullring, sports center, swimming pool, stadium, church, museum, and theater. Okay? Now, this one is very easy for you. Who works at the school? Doesn't matter what type of school it is. Who works at the school? It can be the high school, the secondary school, the primary school, the music school, the adult school. Who works at the school? That's right, your teachers. Teachers work at the school, right? A teacher works at the school. Very good. Who works in the park? Who takes care of the park? Do you remember? The gardener. The gardener. The gardener looks after the grass and the trees. The gardener works at the park, right? Also, usually they take care of the playground, the maintenance worker, right? Okay. Now, at the bullring, who works at the bullring? Only when there's a bullfight, okay? The bullfighter. In Spain, you have bullfighters. The bullfighter, because he fights bulls, works at the bullring, right? Who works at the sports center? The person who maybe teaches you, or at the stadium, to play a sport. Yes, you can have a gym teacher. Yes, you can also have a coach, right? A coach is also another name for a gym teacher. You have a coach. A coach or a physical education teacher. A gym teacher. Very good. All right. Who works at the swimming pool? Do you remember? It's the lifeguard. It's very important to have a lifeguard at the swimming pool. The lifeguard works at the swimming pool. Now, in the stadium, it's the same thing. To do sports, to do soccer, or even rugby, you need a coach, right? A coach. Very good. Now, who works at the church? Do you remember? I showed you the picture. This is a priest, right? A priest or a pastor sometimes also. You can have at the church, you have a priest. And sometimes we can also call them, depends on if it's Catholic or not, a priest or a pastor. Right? A priest or a pastor. Who works at the museum? When you go to a museum, you have a guide. The guide is the person that takes you around the museum and explains the museum to you. Yes, that is the guide. And who works at the theater? Do you remember? Who puts on a play? You can have musicians if there's a concert, yes, but usually you have actors. When they put on a play, it's actors. Actors usually work, right, at the theater. Sometimes if it's there's a concert, it can be a music. Well, shall we write musician? Okay, we'll write musician too. If there's a concert with music, there is a musician, somebody who makes music. But if not, there are actors, okay? Actors and musicians. So let's repeat. The teacher works at the school. The gardener works in the park and also takes care of the playground. The bullfighter works at the bull ring. The coach or the PE teacher works at the sports center. The lifeguard works at the swimming pool. Lifeguard is one word. Here. Okay. The coach works at the stadium. The priest or the pastor works at the church. The guide works at the museum. The actors work at the theater, and the musicians can work at the theater. All right? Oh, one more thing. There's one thing I forgot. If you have a professional stadium, right, you can have the coach and the players. The football players, the soccer players also play at the stadium, right? Or the rugby players or the basketball players can play at the basketball court. So these are the important people. All right. I'm going to put a picture of this for you down below. All right? And next week, we will start learning about the shops in Egea. Yes? On Monday, we'll learn about the shops. Bye. Have a good weekend.